We're not recording like this. As soon as we cut on the camera.
As soon as we press record.
Okay, Mama. It's okay. It's alright. It's okay. Why do we go through this every time we decide to record?
I don't know.
Hey guys, it's Ty.
And Paige.
And today we are going to talk about donors. We have gotten this question about our donor and our donor process. It's very interesting, some of the ways that people acquire their donor. So in the beginning of our story, actually when I met Paige, she had 2 donors in mind that she knew. And
2?
yes.
Oh.
She had 2 donors in mind.
Had options.
Yes, and one ended up having a child. And okay, our camera died, so we're back. What I was saying was, when we first met, Paige had 2 donors in mind, and one had a child and
got married.
So that left us with 1 donor. So we didn't plan on having a child then, but we had the conversation of, do you want kids? And I wanted kids possibly, but I didn't want to carry. So that was on you.
So we had 1 donor left, and then when we started looking into the process and we went to the doctor, we found out that getting a vial of sperm from a bank, though it can be a little bit pricey, which is like I think we spent just under $1,000 on our vial. Having a known donor can sometimes be more money, especially when you're going to the doctor, because you have to pay for their sperm to be vetted. So they have to go through a process of constantly giving samples so it can be tested, and then at some point they'll say that the sperm is viable. Also, there's legalities that come into play, and you would be responsible for the legalities. If your donor's not in the same state or the same area, then it would, in my opinion, it would be on you to pay for your donor to come. So there's more expenses, and when you tally up all the expenses that are associated with it, for us it made more sense to just go to a bank. And also going to a bank, we knew that when we purchased the sperm that it would be ours and that there are no legal ties to the father, and nothing that we needed to worry about. Nobody was ever going to fight us for custody of our child. So we felt like using a sperm bank was the best option for us.
And we hear there's some other women, and especially in the groups that we're in, that there are websites and stuff out there where men choose to donate and things like that.
Like for free?
Yeah. You know, whatever floats your boat. But, you know, I personally feel more safe knowing that things have been tested. One thing about Paige is she has a sickle cell trait. So it was good to know, you know, through genetic testing if the trait was there and things like that.
With the donor.
Which was great, because now little Kennedy little Kennedy has the trait as well. If we found a donor who had the sickle cell trait, then she could have sickle cell. So that was important. And then we talked about the anonymous donor, the known donor, and then there's another one.
Open?
There's open. When the child's 18, the child can contact the bank, and the bank will contact the donor. And then the second one, the child will contact the bank, and the bank will give them any information that they have about the donor, like the address and stuff like that. So the kid can reach out to the donor or have access to the information. Not a huge difference, but so we did a known donor where when she contacts the bank at 18, they will give her information, or if that's what she chooses to do. And we thought that was important.
We think that's important because I think that every kid is going to be curious about where they come from. And it shouldn't be up to us to make the decision as to whether or not she would know that information. It should really be up to her. One thing that's really important to us is that she make the decisions that are best for her. We want to guide her and give her the information that's there, but she needs to be able to make decisions for herself. So when she turns 18, she's of age and she wants to find her donor. If she'd like to do that, she's more than welcome to do that, and we'll support her 110%.
And we do participate in the sibling registry, so we are aware of other siblings that she has, which we think is pretty cool. If they want to keep in touch.
Don't know what the sibling registry is.
Well, I thought it was maybe self-explanatory, but a sibling registry is basically other
a registry
families who have had kids that have the same donor as Kennedy. And you have a registry where you can give your information. You can keep in contact however loose or tight you want to. For us, we are aware of a few siblings, but we are in contact with one, and we have spoken to another. And so we think that that's pretty cool. If that's something that they want to partake in as they get older, they have options.
Yeah, so it's nice, like we were saying before about the kids being able to make their own decisions. I think that it's important if they have a sibling out there and they want to establish a connection with the sibling. We don't necessarily have an issue with that. We support that in any way we can. I think that now, since I think all the kids are very young, I think that right now is the time, if any, for like the parents to speak and set boundaries and set expectations, so we all are on the same page and in the same boat and are doing things in alignment with each other. And then when the kids get of age, the kids can make the decision. But it's nice to know that the siblings are out there. So yes, we do participate in the sibling registry.
So as far as our donor is concerned, like I said, we use the reputable sperm bank. He is African American and Greek. We looked into personality. He has a personality more like mine.
We knew that going into it, we had a preference for a black donor. There aren't many black donors, and that's with any cryobank. Our particular cryobank has a larger selection, but large by no means. So we first narrowed it down by ethnicity. Ethnicity and race. So we chose all the black donors, and then we kind of went from there. We wanted somebody who had a similar personality to Ty. We also wanted someone that had
that your personality isn't great.
No, but two of my personality is not necessarily the greatest thing. I will admit that. So we wanted to have someone with her personality. We wanted someone tall. We wanted somebody intelligent. We wanted someone with like personality, with a good health profile, yes, but not only with him, but also with their family. And when we came across our donor's profile, we were his stood out amongst the other ones that we had looked at. Right. His family history was outstanding. Right. His own history was great. There were a lot of things that were highlighted in his profile that we really liked. So if I know some of you may have gone to sperm banks before and looked at how it's set up, it's kind of like a Facebook per se. But in order to view the full profiles, you would have to purchase a subscription. So we waited until we had done our preliminary research and wrote down our favorites months in advance. And then when it came close to the time that we were going to purchase, then we purchased a 3-month subscription, full subscription, so we were able to see the entire profile. And that's when we made our decision based on the factors that were important to us. We are extremely happy with our decision. We affectionately named our donor Isaiah. Don't know who he is or what his name is, but his name has been Isaiah. So are you going to insert the video from when we went to go pick him up and took him to, or like a snippet from it?
Maybe.
Okay. That was an exciting day. But Kennedy's beautiful. She's everything that we could have asked for plus more. She's just like the light of our lives right now. Yes, she's right here sleeping.
We think that donors and what's the other one? I mean, they're egg donors, but surrogates.
Mm-hmm.
They're, surrogate is a little more extensive. Kudos to being a surrogate. Actually, one of the donors that you wanted to use before, later down the line was like, well, I will be willing to donate if you will be willing to carry for us. And it was like, whew, that's heavy.
Yeah, that's not an even trade-off, and that's really difficult. I couldn't, though I would love to do that for somebody with all the complications that I've had to conceive, going through surgeries with my endometriosis and everything, and not knowing if we were even going to be able to get pregnant. I just couldn't see myself carrying a child for 9 months, birthing a child, and then giving it away to somebody else. I couldn't do it. But I do think that the women that are able to do that have hearts of gold and
kudos to them.
Strength out of this world, but I personally just couldn't do that.
And then donors. We looked at our donors' family history, and they don't have many like cousins and brothers and sisters and stuff. So we sometimes ponder upon like, oh, why do we think he gave sperm? And I think that some guys do give it for
monetary reasons,
little monetary reasons. But I think that some guys do want to help other families, whether they're two moms, or even a heterosexual couple
that can't conceive.
Yeah, reason. People say some crazy things, especially when it comes to two moms, and they're like, "Oh, that's not natural," and it's like, so are you telling that men are that they're any less of a man because they have a low sperm count or whatever the case may be? No, it's all family and love. Actually, which brings us to family. Check out our shirts, Mommy 1 and Mommy, whoa, help me out here. Mommy 2. These shirts come from mommy2.com. We'll put it down here. But
is it Mommy 2 LLC?
No, I don't think there is one. Mama. Our little one's waking up, so we're gonna finish this really quickly. But they're bringing awareness to family diversity, and we always get asked, who's the mom, who's the dad? We're both moms. Come on, guys. But we love
that has to be like the most ignorant question ever.
It is. But they are bringing awareness to different family dynamic, and two moms we are. So our little one is waking up, so we just wanted to come do a quick video. We're in bed because
that's where we usually are these days.
But we just wanted to give you that video. And today Kennedy is 1 month, so
she's 1 month.
She's taking a nap and taking a break from all her pictures and stuff that she got earlier. We'll share that with you guys later. So we hope you guys enjoy your week, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for your support as always. We love you guys. So till next time, peace.